Okay, so it's not super hot today, but I'm still struggling a little bit with finding the energy to continue with Trick and Treat. I do have at least one more episode planned. I may be stopping after that. I'll get into that when I do that episode. I haven't watched the next movie for Shameless Cash Grab yet, and I already kind of got in my Star Trek Online time today. So what I'm going to do is one of those tier videos that I've seen going around lately. I've seen like the fantasy tropes tier, the fanfics trope tier, horror movies tier. This one is, well, it's in the title, and you can see, hopefully, assuming this all recorded right, this is heroes from the Arrowverse shows. So, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Black Lightning. And also now Stargirl, although I don't actually see Stargirl on here, which is a shame, because that was actually a really great show. First couple episodes were a little hinky, but I actually really liked it. I think except for maybe Black Lightning, Stargirl had probably the best first season of any of these shows. So if Stargirl were on here, she'd be going up here in the good characters tier. But okay, so just to explain the tiers, I'm not doing the standard, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and whatnot. Mainly because I'm not that good at that kind of ranking. Anyone who's known me for a long time knows this about me already. So, what we have here, you can see, I'll highlight it for you, if this works. Here is bad or wasted potential. I'm just kind of lumping those together. These are characters I didn't particularly care for at all, because I think they were douchebags generally, or their actor is a dick and I have trouble. I really do try, but sometimes someone is enough of an ass that it's really hard to separate the actor from the character. And then, of course, wasted potential means I think they could have done a lot more with them. If they had, they'd be up here in the higher tiers. Next up is depends on the season. Anyone who's been watching these shows long enough knows that some seasons are better than others when it comes to how the characters are portrayed. I think a pretty good example of that is Arrow Season 6, where, good lord, did any of Team Arrow really come off good in that season? I don't think I almost dropped it at that point, but I'm pretty sure I considered it. Thankfully 7 and 8 were much better, but Season 6, yikes. I get the feeling that this is going to be mostly Arrow characters in the depends on the season thing. And then, of course, we have the good characters. They're the characters I like overall. They may have a stupid line of dialogue or a badly written episode here and there, but broadly speaking, I have a much more positive opinion of them than I do of the characters in the depends on the season tier. And then at the top, null. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and get this all started. Firestorm. I'm guessing this applies to both parts of Firestorm, because I don't see a separate image for Professor Stein on here. But I really liked these guys, both of them, and I was really sad when I killed off Stein in Crisis on Earth X. But right off the bat, good character. Okay, I'm thinking that this is Black Siren, not Black Canary, so the Laurel Lance from Earth 2, who got a redemption arc, which was mostly well played out. I think the actress certainly deserves a lot of the credit for that, because I think a lesser actor might not have made it believable that Team Arrow would welcome her in after some of the stuff she did when she was still being the bad guy. I'll admit I was skeptical about the whole redemption arc thing, but I think they did as well as they could have. It was never going to be great. Honestly, I think redemption arcs are kind of played out in general, but that's a whole other thing. So, I'm going to go ahead and put her in good character. I mean, not necessarily one of my favorites, but, yeah, good enough. Win. I like him okay, and the actor seems like a decent enough person, although he's made some rather unfortunate comments about Supergirl shippers, which is kind of mean-spirited, to be honest. I definitely ended up liking him more than I thought I would based on that really horrible trailer they had for the series. It's like, the pilot was generally pretty good overall, but it had some clunkers. And for whatever reason, someone at Warner Brothers decided to put all of the clunkers in the trailer. I don't know why they did that. That was very dumb. But, I mean, Jeremy Jordan, maybe not the best person, but not a complete dick either. You know what? Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back in. And, oops, sorry, that's not how that works. I'm going to go ahead and add another row here. I wasn't going to do this. I was only going to keep it at 4, but yeah. Calling this one OK Characters. I feel like... no? Good. Good enough. No, that's not how that... No, I didn't hit space. I hit... okay, screw it. Just... I don't like how that looks, but... okay. No, I'm going to go ahead and leave Black Siren up in good characters. Oh god, I am blanking on her name, but she's the other daughter of Vixen, the other Vixen from Legends of Tomorrow. She was a villain for a while until they were able to rewrite her timeline. I do actually kind of wish they'd done more with her, so I'm putting her in Wasted Potential. Alex Danvers. There have been a few episodes where I've been like, what the hell, but generally positive opinion on her. Thea Queen, aka Speedy. Yeah, that one is a strong depends on the season. Some episodes she's great, other episodes I wish she'd shut the hell up, and actually that not just some episodes, some seasons. I don't think she was in season 6 that much, thank goodness, considering that was basically a season of character assassination. But actually, you know what? Because she wasn't that much in season 6, I'm bumping her up to okay. Okay, and there's the original Black Canary, Laurel Lance. I liked her well enough. She, season 1, Laurel wasn't all that great. That I can remember. I might be remembering wrong. Oh, I don't want to put her lower than Black Siren, but I'm going to. The Ray. Okay. It's, no strong opinion on him whatsoever. I liked him in Crisis on Earth X, what little we got of him. I love that little exchange he had with Curtis, with Mr. Terrific, about their hero names. Oh, God. I'm going to go ahead and put him in good, even though we didn't really get more with him. I can see why, though, because of the whole Earth X deal, and you don't want to... Doing a whole show on Earth X would probably not go over too well. Oh, wow. Is that Mia? Is that Oliver's daughter? I think it is. The image is a little too small to tell. I'm thinking it's Mia. Mia was okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh god, why am I blanking on her name? Diggle's wife. Fuck, what was her name? Fuck. Oh, no, I was gonna say Audra, but that's the actress's name. Damn it. Oh, god. it especially sucks that I can't remember the character's name because I remember that I liked her. Especially, I kind of like the direction they took her with in Crisis on Infinite Earths. That was a really nice touch. And I don't know if they planned it that far in advance, but the fact that like her code name as far back as season 1 of Arrow at Argus was Harbinger. I mean, probably what happened was they just chose that at random, and then they were getting ready to do Crisis, and they were like, hey, wait a minute. Okay, there's Dinah. Depends on the season. Diggle was pretty consistently good, I think. Even though he had some bad episodes, and again, season 6, yikes. But generally positive. I'm putting him up there. Oliver depends on the season. Sorry. I know he's basically the one that started this whole thing, but wow. I mean, props to Stephen Amell. He definitely is I think he's a better actor than some people give him credit for, but he's not the best, and when you give him a bad script, he's not gonna come off great. Marnovu, why is he even on here? I liked the performance well enough. We'll put him in okay. Nash Wells, same deal. I liked the other Welleses a lot better, especially Harry from season 2 and 3. Yeah, he was in season 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in season 3. Ray. Love Ray Palmer. Ray Palmer was great. Brandon Routh. He deserved this. He definitely deserved better than to be. He deserved a better superhero role under his belt than to be in Predator Bryan Singer's Superman movie. Oh, the Ruby Rose Batwoman. Oh man, I'm actually gonna miss her. I thought she was pretty good in the role. I totally understand her reasons for leaving, though. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Good character. Screw it. Jennifer Pierce. Okay. Now, I'm putting her in good character with the caveat that I'm aware that she can be a bit of a handful on the show, but that's fairly realistic considering her age and lived experience, particularly during the first 3 seasons of the show. Hopefully we'll see her mellow out a little more, definitely become a bit more like her father and her older sister, but also not exactly like them, still being herself. I was actually a little disappointed that she didn't play a role in Crisis, because the end of the Black Lightning tie-in episode to Crisis on Infinite Earths left me with the impression that they were going to do something with her and that they were just keeping it under wraps, that they'd managed to hide her as well as they'd hidden Ezra Miller. That was a bit disappointing. Anissa's okay. I don't have anything particularly bad to say about her character, but I don't have much in the way of glowing praise either. She's fine. Brainy, he was annoying to me at first, but I've actually kind of come around to like him a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in good character, even though he made an incredibly boneheaded decision in Season 5 of Supergirl. There's actually a good in-universe explanation for his stupid decisions, so I can let that slide. Okay, based on the outfit, I'm guessing that this is the... Oh, and, okay, there's another picture down there. Okay, this is the Zari from the timeline where Bayrod wasn't killed. The sort of Paris Hilton, but much deeper than you would expect underneath the surface. Yeah, I was concerned at first when they reintroduced Zari to Legends last season, and again, she was the sort of a Paris Hilton analog, but they actually did really good with her, so I'm going to put her in good characters as well. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit and put main Zari, the one who had the totem and had the relationship with Nate. I'm putting her up in good characters too. Okay, now let me see here. I'm seeing 2 pictures of Leonard Snart on here, so I'm guessing that this is Citizen Cold from Crisis on Earth X, and he stayed on with Legends for a few more episodes. He's fine. I like him. He got some great lines, but not much else there. Wentworth Miller was great as both versions of Leonard Snart when you get right down to it. I think it's why they kept bringing him back as often as they did. I liked him in Resident Evil Afterlife as well. So. Okay, so, again, I'm seeing 2 pictures of her on here as well. So I am going to assume that this is Charlie, as opposed to Vixen. She was also fine. Nate Haywood. You know, I like him a lot, but I also wish they would do more with him, but they don't underutilize him either, so I wouldn't put him in wasted potential either. I'm going to go ahead and put him in okay. Hawkman, did not like him at all. Did not miss him when he left. Did not mind that large chunk of Season 1 where he was dead. Although, based on what I understand about the comics, at least, I can say that that wasn't a problem with the adaptation. That's just how Carter is. Mona. I really liked her, but they didn't do enough with her, and I'm just glad they remembered to bring her back for the season finale of the last season of Legends. I'm hoping... I'm going to go ahead and put her in wasted potential for now, but if they bring her back next season, I can definitely see bumping her up into okay. Possibly even good. Caitlyn Frost. Fine. Some episodes are better than others. Barry. There's a reason that Dammit Barry became a meme, so we're putting him in depends on the season, because, wow, sometimes the writers just do not seem to know what to do with him, and considering that he's the title character of the show, that is, oof. Gary from Legends of Tomorrow, okay. Tyler Heckland Superman, yeah. Best Superman we've had since Christopher Reeves, I'm just saying it. And I'm looking forward to Superman and Lois when it comes on. Guardian. I did really like... I liked Makad Brooks as Jimmy Olsen. I feel like this is another one that they did just enough with him to keep him out of the wasted potential category, but not enough for me to like him as much in the later seasons as I did in Season 1, so we're going to go ahead and put him in okay, and I only just now noticed I misspelled characters on okay characters here. Let me just go ahead and finish. Go ahead and fix that. Alright. Jay Garrick. Okay, we're going to go with Jay Garrick. Well, I like him fine. Oh, yeah, the classic 90s Barry Allen, played by John Wesley Shipp. Yeah, he's definitely going up there. Wally. Oh, God, they need to do more with him. And honestly, I also would like to see them incorporate the fact that the actor came out as bi a while back. And part of what made him feel comfortable enough to do that was his experience working on the show. They need to do more with Wally. So we're putting him in wasted potential. Astra. Oh, God. They have not done enough with her for me to really have a strong opinion on her. Just going to go ahead and put her in okay. They think they plan to do more. She plays well off of Constantine. Ava. I like Ava well enough. Rip Hunter. Yeah, Rip is cool. I'm going to go ahead and put him up in good characters as, like, bonus points for his heroic sacrifice against Malice. Hawk Girl. Wasted potential. They didn't do enough with her. I kind of liked the chemistry she had with Ray, but yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, I do not mind that both the Hawks were gone at the end of Season 1. There's the Vixen who was with the JSA and with the Legends. Eventually went back to her own time. She's fine. Bayrod. They did such a good job with Bayrod that, like, it took me, like, less than 4 episodes for me to really like this guy. So we're keeping him. Definitely putting him in good characters here. Josh. Okay. Josh is getting... I'm getting pinged on my phone here. Okay. Josh is going in good characters, largely on the strength of Danny Trejo. Mick. I like Mick. The Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman, sort of a blend of the Kingdom Come and Christopher Reeve versions. Yeah, I liked him a lot, but I also didn't do as much with him as some of the press material had led me to believe. But also, I also understand that they were working on a time crunch. They only had 5 episodes and a ton of characters and stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in okay. Sean Jones is okay. Actually, no. You know, I'm going with depends on season, because what the hell did the season 4 thing where he just seemed to have like a heroic breakdown for no particular... Well, okay, no, it wasn't no reason. It wasn't a good reason. It's like, okay, I get it. He wasn't happy that he was put into a position of killing Manchester Black, but, I mean, Manchester Black deliberately forced that situation. I mean, the concept, you know, the hero kills the villain. The hero kills the villain and feels terrible about it. There's good storytelling potential there, but they didn't really do that with Jean. Okay, the part where he communes with his father, played by Carl Lumbly, who'd voiced Martian Manhunter in the Justice League cartoon, and he'd been Mantis, which I think was a criminally underrated show. That part was good, but for the most part, I think they just did not do what they could have. And on season 5, he made some questionable decisions too in some episodes, but he also made some really good ones. So yeah, we're gonna go with depends on the season. Curtis, Mr. Terrific. Big fan of Mr. Terrific from the comics. I liked what they did with him for the most part, but again, season fucking 6, man. I mean, the dude literally weaponized Diggle's own medical implant against him. That was just a real dick move. So we're going with depends on the season. The original Leonard Snart had some great lines. The heroic sacrifice, played brilliantly by Wentworth Miller. Got to see him a few times after that because of time travel. We're gonna go with good. Constantine, good character. I don't even need to say anything else. He's Constantine. Matt Ryan was born to play that character. He just does it so well. Okay, yeah, Roy. Actually, Roy was pretty good most of the time. He had some bad episodes, but on the whole, it was mostly positive. He didn't quite suffer from the depends on the season thing, like some of the other characters from Arrow did. Doing that. Cisco also had some individually bad episodes, but for the most part, I like him. You know what? I'm bumping him up just because he is a damn good singer. Bumping him up to good. Just barely, though. If he wasn't a good singer, I probably would have put him down in okay characters. Supergirl. I really do like Melissa in this part. I think sometimes they don't quite give her enough to work with, or they give her something really stupid to work with. Honestly, it's kind of a not great sign that she's like my 3rd favorite character on a show that's named after her. So, it's a tough one. I'm gonna go with... Yeah, I'll go with okay. Yeah. Neonol Dreamer. Bad. No, obviously not. Come on. I named a category after for a reason here. It feels like, yeah, Neonol is perfect. I will hear no argument to the contrary. Fight me. Mon-El, I like the actor, did not like the character. I'm going to go with wasted potential on that one. A year or so ago, I might have just said straight up bad, but the more I think about it, the more I realize it was really more the writer's fault than his. So the problems more with the writers than with the character. Blanking on her name, but Mon-El's wife from Legion of Superheroes. I don't particularly care. Maybe I should have added a... No, see, the thing is, if I added a meh character, a meh category, it would pretty much be just her. So that's not really fair. So we're going to go with wasted potential on that one. It could have made her a little more interesting. Although I don't want to be mean, but the actress didn't seem like she was really that great. Sorry. Okay, Nora West Allen, XS from season 5? Yeah, season 5, because that was the one with the 100th episode. I could have put her in good character, but they just gave her a few too many scenes where she was annoying. So we're going to go with okay, although I could have easily put her in wasted potential too, because yikes, those scenes, the parts that are good are really good. The stuff they did with her that was good was really good, but ugh. Black Lightning, awesome. Definitely going in good characters. Jefferson Pierce made some questionable decisions, but again, they all kind of make sense in universe. It makes sense that the character would make this. You don't... Yeah, aspiring writers out there, your character does not have to be dumb to make a bad decision. Human beings are flawed. Try to remember that. Okay, Jessie Quick. Wasted potential, I think. They didn't do enough with her. And then effectively erased her from existence in Crisis. Vixen, I know they did a whole animated thing with her, but I never actually watched it. She was okay in the one episode, the live-action episode of Arrow she was on. I think she might have done 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and put her in okay, because, wasted potential. They didn't really plan to do much more with her, at least in the live-action shows, so... White Canary. I really like Sarah. Renee, yeah, again, it depends on the season. Like I said, it's going to be mostly Arrow characters and depends on the season, and that's Wild Dog for you. I think he gets some great moments. He does get some really good episodes, but I don't know if I would call him a great character. I'm just glad they didn't give him anything really bad in, like, the final season. That would have just been insulting. Nora Dark, yeah, okay. I think she had a pretty good redemption arc, again, as redemption arcs go, which I'm generally not that big of a fan of anymore. I think they're overused, but, if you can pull it off, go ahead. I would just advise a lot of American television writers to maybe do at least a short moratorium on redemption arcs for maybe a year or 2. And then there's Zoe, grown-up daughter of Renee. They didn't really do that much with her in the season she was in, but I don't think they really necessarily needed to. I'm going to go with okay. Alright, so, get a nice long look here. There you go. Ranking the heroes from the Arrowverse. Really glad they did not put Elongated Man in there, because fuck Hartley Sawyer. Fuck him right in the ear. And, yeah, so this is my first tier video. If you'd like to see me do more of these things, gods know why, leave a comment, like the video, or just do that anyway because that's good for the algorithm. Honestly, if you don't like it, leave a comment too, because that also helps. Yeah, I'm pretty good with this list. I may amend it later. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Ranking the heroes from the Arrowverse. I don't have an ending for this video planned at all. But then again, when do I ever? So I'll just go out on what I usually say, what I've started saying at the end of Shameless Cash Grab as of this season. Have fun. Stay safe.